What's up, drivers? Smile up, man. Life is great. I got some things that I do during rideshare that you guys may not agree with. For example, tip jar, tip cup, all that. I feel like I should not need to tell people to tip me. You know what I'm saying? If I did a good job and they feel like I did a good job, they had a good time, it was a good, safe ride, they'll tip me on the app or they'll just give me cash right there, you know? I just feel like I should not remind them to tip me with a big tip sign on my seat or a big tip jar in front of their face, you know? Another thing that you may not agree with that I do with rideshare is vapes. If you got a vape, I don't mind vapes. Some of those vapes even smell good, but the vapes do not leave an after smell in my car, which is great. That's better than somebody smoking loud or a cigarette and getting in my car, because that has an after smell. Vapes, no after smell. You know, you just crack the windows, it's gone. So I don't mind vapes. Now, I don't mind vapes, but cigarettes, Black and Milds, any cigars, any of that, it's not happening. Another thing that you guys may not agree with is sitting in the front. I do not mind passengers sitting in the front. I don't care what you look like. I don't care, you know, I can't smell them before they get in. But I don't mind passengers sitting in the front. Sometimes I'd rather them sit in the front than sit behind me. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure most drivers wouldn't mind. You know, I'm 100% sure most drivers don't like nobody sitting behind them, but I don't mind passengers sitting in the front. It don't bother me. You know, at least I can keep my eye on you. You know, I would rather somebody that sit up front and talk weird than sit behind me, directly behind me, or even in the back seat and talk weird, you know? So I don't mind nobody sitting up front. Now, another one I know you guys, some of you guys will not agree with. Most of you guys may not agree with this. Throw up. I do not care if you throw up, but if you get so much of a freaking eyedropper throw up on my seat, I am claiming $150. That's why I do not care about throw up. If you throw up in my car, I mean, I had people just throw up on my rug where I just threw the rug out. $150. You know what I'm saying? I just buy another rug. Or I don't care. You could throw up in the car. I go get the whole car detailed for about $60 to $80. They take out the seats, scrubbing, all that. And sometimes the throw up be a little bit, you know, that you could clean up. That's not much. Oh yeah, I don't mind throw ups. That's $150. The good throw ups is when you get it only outside of the car. Oh man, that's lovely. I actually had a throw up where they just threw up on a rug. You know, just a little bit on a rug. $150. Throw up outside the car. $150. You get an eye drop. A throw up on my seat. $150. I'm taking that $150. Another thing you guys may not agree with, I get out the car every single time the trunk has to open. I don't care if you have a backpack. I don't care if it's groceries, luggage, anything in your hand that goes in the trunk. It's courtesy for me to get out the car and open the trunk and help you put whatever you need in the trunk. And then when I make the stop, I get out the car, I help you with all that. Even women, guys, it don't matter, with groceries in the trunk, I get out and I help them walk all their groceries to the door. A lot of luggage, I help them walk it to the door. No problem with me. It's just courtesy. It's just what I do, all right? Another thing, I must keep water and an extra charger for my passengers. I always buy a 24 pack of water for $3. I keep it in the trunk. I keep water on the doors all times, and I must keep a charger that I plug in up front that reaches all the way to the back for the passengers. Another thing you guys may not agree with, I don't like to do dogs, all right? I don't like doing dogs. I don't mind animals in cages, you know what I'm saying? But if your dog is free running and stuff, I don't like doing it. And I know the rules is, you know, it must be a service dog. But before that, I didn't like doing dogs. If the dog is not in the cage, I didn't like doing them. But now that the service dog rule came, I do the service dog rule. So I'm not doing your dog unless it's a service dog. Scrappy, Scooby, Clifford, Goddard, Goofy, Snoopy. Any other dog is not getting in my car. I know some of you guys may agree with some of that stuff, but I know many of you guys may not agree with it. Either way, the money's out there. That's why we out there. Smile up, people. We rideshare drivers. Be safe.
Terry Tips. Stay tuned to Terry Tips.